Welcome to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish. Today, we'll show you how to use the spirit of love and self-worth to improve the connections with everyone else in your life. This program is your weekly gift, and it will keep on giving. You'll see. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jean Marie Farish.
Greetings and a hearty welcome, everyone. I hope you're all faring well. I'm Dr. Jean Marie, your Love Light host, coming to you from the Voice America Empowerment Channel, shining love light into your hearts and homes to inspire and empower you to create a life you love. And many thanks to our worldwide listeners who tune in live and on demand. We have a wonderful show today, Self-Empowering. Know your deepest truth, with Sameeta Nanjiani joining us from India. The truth cannot be hidden. And Buddha quotes, "Be ye lamps unto yourselves, be ye a refuge to yourselves. Hold fast to the truth as a lamp, hold fast as a refuge to the truth. Look not for refuge to anyone besides yourselves." We are living in an age where searching for the truth and knowing what's real is a daunting task. And we search often for the truth outside of ourselves. Moreover, we have learned some things about ourselves and accepted things about ourselves that's not the truth of who we really are. There is freedom in truth, as reflected in the adage, "The truth will set you free." When we know the truth, we shatter illusions, gain a new perspective on life, love, peace, happiness, and most importantly, ourselves. So how can we know what's true and deepen our spiritual connection? What tools can we use to help us grow and aid us on our divine path in life's journey? And our amazing guest today, Sameeta Nanjiani, joining us from India, is the founder of Divine Spark Angels Foundation. She's a light bearer, conduit of goddess energy, holistic healer, internationally certified principal teacher from Diana Cooper's School of White Light in the UK. And Sameeta is truly an inspirational speaker and facilitator. And over the past 21 years, Sameeta has been involved in the field of energy healing, working for personal development of people related to self-healing, training, and consulting to build on their self-healing power, self-esteem, and especially confidence to overcome challenges and obstacles in life, thus finding the true purpose of one's life. Sameeta's work and passion empowers people around the world, and it's taken her on the journey to explore the possibilities to learn and spread divine wisdom and knowledge that ultimately opened her spiritual pathway. And Sameeta believes we are the beings of light, and each one is having their own pattern and ways to evolve. So now I am pleased to welcome to our Love Light show today, Sameeta Nanjiani, again joining us today from India on our episode today, Self-Empowering, Know Your Deepest Truth. Sameeta, welcome to Love Light.
Thank you so much, Jean. I am truly feeling so grateful that you're inviting me for Voice America show. This is really an honor for me. Thank you.
Well, and thank you for being here. And I must share with listeners that I joined Sameeta and Judy Satori along with others around the world on transformational journeys to Leh Ladakh, India and the Himalayas, and also recently to Egypt. Certainly life-changing. And I'm grateful to you, Sameeta, for being part of the coordination of these fantastic and enlightening experiences. So thanks for you being here today, and thanks for all that you do.
Thank you.
So Sameeta, tell us a little bit about yourself and what inspired your journey and your work.
To begin with, let me say I am that all that I am. It's like in Sanskrit, it is Aham Brahmasmi. That means we are all that I am. So if I want to say something about me, I'm everything. But just to short, it is like I am just a speck of light and I am finding out my light. I became the lighthouse. And today I'm at the juncture of life where I'm actually guiding so many people to find their own light, which is within themselves, but I think we have forgotten. So as I remember, I feel I should guide everybody to remember. So that's me. That is, I think, my role to find the light for others and make them remember who they are with their light.
That is so spiritually profound to guide us on our journey and to know who we truly are. And Sameeta, I know before our show, we were talking about your insights about our show and about empowering others. So would you like to share your insights and wisdom about our show today on knowing your deepest truth?
Yes. So how do we reach to the deepest truth is so important as of today. To begin with, why deepest truth? Why these words, such heavy words are used? It is because, as I said, we have lost our connection to ourselves. And to know ourselves is to find who we are first. And to find that, we say the deepest truth within ourselves is like looking within you, within ourselves. To find that, we go to the within our heart and we know that who we are. We somehow are conscious about it, but as I say before, we have forgotten, totally lost in this crowd. We are just living a life as it comes. We have become so comfortable, and I feel this is a time that we should realize and understand why we are lost and how do we find ourselves. That is what is the truth that we all are finding. To go deep within means you're actually diving into it, diving into your heart, diving into those comforts that we are living with. What's going on? What is wrong somewhere that we are not able to find out? That is what is deepest truth. The truth about ourselves, actually. And deep, the more we deep go down, the more we are able to find faster. That's what we are doing right now, all of us, including myself also.
Yes, it's an ongoing journey. We never just arrive. And Sameeta, I know that you left a dream job in the corporate industry in your quest for spirituality. What was your inspiration for this change? And was there any fears or risk involved as you pursued this venture that you're on today?
Oh, yes. Lots of challenges, lots and lots. It's like not one, but many, because I was working in a very high position in a corporate industry and having a lump sum salary that I used to get every month. So who never likes it? I like it too. So I was in that dream job that I ever thought of. And my inspiration come because how we live our life was very stressful in the corporate job, and then you have a house and everyone is like stuck into that. So my inspiration was the stress that I was going through. That became my inspiration actually to find out why I'm doing this, for whom, and why I'm not able to enjoy my life because I'm in that mess, in that stress. I was enjoying my work, but I was also in stress in doing that. So one fine day, I just thought I have to find a way out to work this, to balance it out. So my balancing was to find myself, to find what is exactly going on around me, became my inspiration of life. So there were challenges, many of them, because I decided, okay, if I have to find myself, maybe I have to quit my job. Maybe I have to go and find what I have to do in life. And of course, there is nobody going to help you. I have to help myself because we are so used to, my family is so used to, okay, she's doing good and she's working and she's getting good salary at home. So nobody's there to help me. I have to help myself. And when I decide this to quit my job one day, And yes, the challenges started from there itself, because first you decide, okay, I'm leaving. Second, you have to tell your family that I'm going to do nothing but to find myself. I have to find to do something else because I'm able to understand this is not right what I'm doing. I'm not here in this world to just do this job and take a stress, come home, sleep, and then again get up in the morning and do this. So that was my big challenge because nobody understood me at that time. So my second step was to make everyone understand what I'm going to do. So that was a big test because at that point, at that moment, nobody wanted to even listen to me. So still, I take that step because I think behind my mind or maybe in my heart, I can say there was little like faith. There was like light as we find. I can say those words today. But at that time, it was a trust, a big faith. I have something to do and something will support me. But that something, I don't know what it was then. I had a faith in God as we believed during that time. I just told my family, see, I'm taking this step. Let me at least take the step. Trust that it will be good. Give me 3 months at least to do what I want to do. I'm sure it will work. But if it doesn't, then maybe I will do the same thing I'm doing. And that was my big challenge to take. I just took that step and I never looked back. So it worked.
And everything came together. And I love that story because I'm sure there perhaps are many listeners out there getting that tug. I know I got it. Something was tugging at me, even though
Yes.
I spent my years in higher education. I love teaching, but it's like I started really questioning and looking for truths. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose of life? Those existential questions that pull and tug. And it takes courage for you to step out and take a different path. And a lot of times, Sameeta, there is great uncertainty, but I think when the tug is there, you will be guided along the way. I think, as you indicated, you have to trust and have that faith.
Yes, there is no support system. You have to be your own support at that moment. And I trusted that I will be my support. Whatever comes, I know I have to do something different, but I will do it. That was a big challenge, and I took that challenge for me.
And Sameeta, let's talk for a minute about the blocks and beliefs that people have that inhibits them from taking those steps because, again, as I indicated earlier, we've learned things about ourselves that are not true. A lot of people are stuck in their roles. They're not happy, yet they get up and do the same thing over and over. And give us insight on that in terms of what are some of the blocks so that our listeners can become more aware, more self-aware.
The biggest block is not trusting ourselves. The biggest is that. And then we are so caught up in our life. We are so much into this comfort zone of us that everything is going good because we are living a good life. And then we start to blame others if something goes wrong. We are playing that victim because we are feeling so sorry for ourselves when something doesn't go right. So we are just into that loop and we are happy with that loop. We are just blaming others. We are happy with that. We are not looking forward at all because we are just happy in this life, thinking that we are happy, but we are not. So it is like we don't want to even search outside and we are just happy with what is going on in our life. And that is the biggest block that is happening because we just don't want to hear anybody. Whatever is happening, we are satisfied. So nobody wants to take the step. Even if they're aware of, they are doing wrong, they are not happy, they are not being respected at all, but we are happy with that.
Yes. And Sameeta, people, I think you and I talked about how people are kind of hiding and running away from themselves, hiding behind images, labels, hiding behind just staying in that perceived comfort zone or being looking at the payoffs of staying in the role of victimhood. And really inhibits self-discovery and not really searching for the truth of who we really are and knowing our deepest truth as we hide behind labels and the need for approval or whatever. And I know we're going to be breaking shortly for commercial, and you're going to share with the listeners because the next segment is going to be really empowering because you're going to share tools and strategies. Can you highlight briefly what listeners need to do to prepare for our next segment?
Yes, sure. So what I'm going to do today is because we know that we are consciously aware that we want to change ourselves, but we don't know the step. So I'm just telling them to maybe have a question in mind or something, a situation that anybody is going through. So I will be helping them to take that first step with the tools. So that will be happy, that will be helpful, and people can then practice that.
Okay, wonderful. All right, listeners, you heard it from Sameeta. So get prepared for our next segment. But now we're ready for a brief commercial break. Stay tuned for more on this show, Self-Empowering, Know Your Deepest Truth with Sameeta Nanjiani. She's joining us today from India, founder of Divine Spark, Angels Foundation, Light Bearer, Conduit of Goddess Energy, Holistic Healer on our show today. Self-Empowering, Know Your Deepest Truth. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
Announcing Dr. Jean Marie Farish's new book, Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations. This is the companion piece to Dr. Farish's best-selling book, Living in the Spirit of Love, Our Natural State of Being. Through the new book, we invite you to cultivate a lifestyle of love through daily devotional practices over a 21-day period, following 9 ingredients in the recipe of love. Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations is available on Amazon.com and Balboa Press.
Jean Marie Farish's Center for Conscious Loving, LLC, cultivates a lifestyle of love and wholehearted connections through personal growth, altruistic services, and speaking engagements. Resources include classes, workshops, life care coaching, and creative service projects with an emphasis on cultural arts. Visit the website at drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com. That's drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com, or click the link on the Love Light show page.
Best-selling authors international news honors best-selling authors around the globe. Dr. Jean Marie Farish is featured in the newly released issue of Published Magazine. To have first access to this treasured resource, go to publishedmagazine.com. Vicki Winterton and Dr. Jean Marie Farish have compiled a dynamic book, We're All in This Together, Embrace One Another, an anthology with 24 highly diverse co-authors who share how to spread the message of love, resilience, inclusivity, and compassion. This book is an invaluable source of uplifting, inspiring, and positive insights for spreading positivity in the world. We're All in This Together, Embrace One Another is available on Amazon.com. Be sure to get your copy today. Dr. Jean Marie Farish is proud to announce the release of her new book, Living in the Spirit of Love, Our Natural State of Being, available now at Balboa Press. This book will help you master your life and flourish in love. You'll learn how to become a better and more evolved you. Feel good by making life-affirming choices. Deepen your feelings and expressions of love. Tune in love and sustain the change. And flourish in love and find your joy. Visit BalboaPress.com and search for Living in the Spirit of Love and enjoy Dr. Farish's new book today.
It's your world. Motivate, change, succeed. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
You are tuned in to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish. Feel free to connect with our program through email or check out our links on Facebook. Reach Jean at Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. That's Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. And now, back to Love Light.
Welcome back to Love Light, living in the spirit of love. And if you're just joining us, we are with our amazing guest, Sameeta Nanjiani. She's joining us today from India, founder of Divine Spark Angels Foundation, light bearer, conduit of goddess energy, holistic healer on our show today, self-empowering, know your deepest truth. And Sameeta, thank you so much for sharing your story that was so encouraging and really highlighting blocks to knowing our truths. And I know we can be quite resistive when confronted with change, or even if we have that tugging in our hearts to make a change. Sometimes we may not have that awareness or courage or don't know what to do. And, you know, there are things, strategies and tools that can help us know our deepest truth. And when we don't, we have this lack of self-confidence, the need for approval by others, even the lack of self-love and worthiness can block us from knowing our truth that leads to self-empowerment. So, Sameeta, would you share with listeners, highlight before break what listeners need to do as we tune into this next segment that's really devoted to you sharing tools and strategies?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Jean. So we had told them before the break that they can write down a situation or something that they want to change, if they want like self-confidence back or respect. So if they only have one word also, it's just fine. The first thing is like take a challenge, take that step. This is like taking a first step, which I'm telling you. The moment you take this first step, the rest will follow. This is what I believe in. So the first step that we are doing is have this intention and belief that whatever we are taking this step, it will work. So the situation or any word that you have in mind, write down in a paper or wherever you have written, and say that I am that I am. So I am all that I am free, I am confidence, and I stand in my power. These are the 4 things that you can do. And second step is like when you sit and relax, you just breathe in the confidence, breathe in that light that you need, breathe in the strength. So you can just inhale that breath of love, inhale that breath of strength, inhale that breath of confidence you need, and exhale all that you don't need, the problems, the situations, you're stuck, everything you're exhaling out, and it exhales in the universe automatically. You just exhale. And if you want to do it again, you're inhaling the positive. You're inhaling that you require and exhaling that you don't require. So this is the second step. And the third and the final step is you imagine that there is a sun or a ball of light, golden light in front of you, and give everything that you don't require in this golden light. So it is like a sunlight. It is a big golden light. It burns away every situations and problems in your life. And you can receive, imagine that you're just holding your hand and receiving that light and just moving over your body and just putting it out in your body, that confidence, that respect, that strength that you require to take this first step. Because this is what we need, the first step. And believe me, all that is required will be done, because the universe is listening that you have taken the first step, and let me give all the help that you require. So this is it. This is such an important step that you're taking. Everyone has taken. Even me, I was scared taking that first step. But when I took, I never looked back. So it's such a simple tool that you just write down your problem. Think of it. Take an intention that you want to change yourself. Say it with the breath. Inhale that. Exhale all the problems. And then the third is, it's like a fire ritual with a sun light, with a golden light. Inhale and then exhale everything to the light of God. And that's it. You are done with that first step. You will automatically get into the deep, into the truth of yourself, to find those deepest truth that you're looking for. And you will find all the solutions of your life within yourself. And trust, you will find.
And Sameeta, I love those steps. The point is, a lot of times we focus on what we don't want, or we focus on what's bad about our lives, and we get stuck there. And you're saying to bring it forth, yet move toward a more positive tone, right? In terms of, like you indicated, letting the sunlight. Yeah, I love that visualization about burning away the problems. It's like we have to be aware of where we are in order to let it go, right? To allow that light to shine.
Yes, that's correct. Because it is also not getting away from the situation. You have a situation, but you can't run away with. So you're embracing the situation. You're accepting it is there. But then how do I take that step now? I need to find a solution. Nobody is helping me. Let me find ourselves. So, the God helps to the people who take that first step. It's like that. So you take that one step at least, because you can't just say, oh, everything will come to me someday. That someday is today.
Yes. And what I find, Sameeta, is that the intuitive hits, the signs, the synchronicities, how things begin to unfold. I think there's a quote about how if you have faith and take that first step, how the other steps will unfold. And I find that to be so true. What do you think?
Yeah, of course, yes. As you said, yes, you will get the sign. That's so important, because people might, everyone thinks, okay, I've taken the first step, now what?
Mm-hmm.
But the universe has its own way to tell you then. Like I work with angels and masters and guides and unicorns and the god and goddesses. There are all these are invisible helpers, which I call them as support team. This is my support team. Everyone has their support team. They are all invisible helpers from the universe, and they help you and they give you sign. So the sign comes in different ways. You will just realize, oh my God, I'm not alone. There are so many these helpers around me, and they're giving me sign at every step what I must do now. It's like insights.
Mm-hmm. I love that, because I know I've received like messages from billboards, songs, coins, just follow me, golden coins, shiny coins, and also feathers. And what it does, it shows me that I'm not alone. It gives me confidence in the other realm there, that there are helpers. There's that angelic realm, or the invisible helpers. You're never alone. And that brings me quite a bit of comfort.
Wow, yes. And you'll not believe the sign comes in very different situations. I'll give you an example. I was just watching a movie the other day, and I was into some situation where I wanted to be quieter. And suddenly I hear these words from a movie that if you do nothing, just do nothing. And from that nothing, you will actually get something. And I felt, oh my God, these are exactly what I needed to hear. So you get answers from such situations also, like from movies, from songs, from book that you're reading. Like you said, the sign of a feather, maybe in the cloud, something is written, something you see it. So it's up to you. As you become aware, you will get the insights. You will get the sign from the universe in some way to take that second step then.
I love that, because so frequently you're so focused on the next thing you have to do. Your head is down. You're in your head, focused on all the problems and what you need to do, and the signs are right there.
Yes.
So actually having that time to just be quiet and listen to your inner voice. Or for me, Sameeta, I expect to receive. I remember I had a pending question about something that I had to do, and I took it to Spirit and I asked the question. I said, "Give me the answer to this particular question," and I just kind of let it go. And I think one morning I woke up instantly, as soon as I put my feet on the floor, and I heard the answer. It was clear as a bell. And I was like, my goodness. And that was very assuring for me. It's like, okay, When I'm confused, quiet myself, take it to spirit, and wait for the answer. And it was crystal clear.
True. It is like when you see the situation or you're in a problem, when you take that first step and do your work, just wait. Like it's like surrendering and have faith the answer will come. Because if you run to find a situation, to solve the situation, it will not happen. It will increase more because you're so used to finding the solution yourself.
True.
But don't do that. Just wait, as you're saying, have faith, just wait, tell the universe that your thought is gone to the universe. All your support team will come to help you, give you the sign, and there you are. You will learn this way then. And then you will know. Give time. It is important that the universe is working the best possible solution for your highest good. So you will never go wrong then.
Yes, that is so true. And I think one of the most important things that I've learned is don't doubt it because,
No.
you can doubt, oh gosh, I got this hit, but, and then you talk yourself out of, it. Maybe it's just my imagination. So I think you become a believer and you trust and and so now I expect it. And, it makes life easier because so often we're so busy getting through life, not taking that time for the quiet time, for the solitude with ourselves. And I think you have helped people become more aware. Are there any questions that we need to engage in as we engage in self-reflection or introspection to start looking at ourselves and looking at things differently? Any questions we can ask for reflection or any journaling?
Yes. It is very important that, like I was just having the workshop yesterday on the same thing. I had a 3 days workshop on preparing yourself for the new age, for the new time of yours, because we all have doubts, we all have confusions. So I tell everyone this thing that have a journal where you can write everything that's going on in you. And as you wake up in the morning, you should write down that problems, the situations, and then take that first step. This is so important and it helps everyone. Like you said, don't have a doubt. Just prepare that and say those prayers that take a step, do the work that you have to do on yourself. That's so important. And then you work with whatever you're doing and wait for the result to come. Even if it is wrong, just wait. Maybe it's right. So as I said, don't doubt.
Mm-hmm. And Sameeta, I know you have the Divine Sparks Angel Foundation. Tell us a little bit before we go on commercial break about the helpers that exist in the angelic realm. Who can we call on? And I know, I always call on the angels and, whoever can bring forth the light to shine light in my life and to give me answers. But before we go on break, can you highlight the beings that can help us?
Yes, the beautiful being that is around us is our own guardian angel. We have guardian angels since the time we are born. We don't see them. If you have seen children when they are born, they talk. They whisper, like they talk to they are angels and they are there with us. So the first important part in our life is like we are not alone. We have our angels around us. You can talk to them. You can write to them like we write a letter. They're like friends. We have angels. We have our own support team, which is including our guides, our own unicorn, our own dragon. We don't have to see them actually because they are in the different dimensions. We are not in that, but they are there as a team to help us. So you can begin with just talking to an angel and see what comes. Just give a chance. Just take that step. As I said, your guardian angel is the nearest to help you at everyday life. Even when you're cooking or you're listening to music, ask simple questions and see what comes. And then you become a friend, slowly.
And I think, Sameeta, sometimes we think this work is so complicated. but it's quite easy. And what you're
Very
doing,
easy.
just sharing the breath exercise, the affirmations, the journaling, the being quiet, setting intentions. These are tools and things you can do that do not require a lot of work, because sometimes people think, gosh, it's a lot of spiritual work. It's so much drudgery involved, but it's the simple things that can make your life comforting. It brings peace to your soul. And I can attest for myself that I have more peace trusting and having the faith and looking for the signs. And therefore, I get out of my thinking mind and get more in tune to the heart, to know that I will get the answer that I need. But Sameeta, right now, I think it's time for us to take a quick commercial break for our listeners. Stay tuned. We will be right back with our outstanding guest, Sameeta Nanjiani. She's joining us today from India on this fantastic show, Self-Empowering, Know Your Deepest Truth. And Sameeta is a light bearer. She's the founder of Divine Sparks Angel Foundation. She's a holistic healer. She's a goddess. She holds goddess energy, and she is helping us to find our deepest truth. So stay tuned. We will be right back.
Dr. Jean Marie Farish is proud to announce the release of her new book, Living in the Spirit of Love, Our Natural State of Being, available now at Balboa Press. This book will help you master your life and flourish in love. You'll learn how to become a better and more evolved you. Feel good by making life-affirming choices. Deepen your feelings and expressions of love. Tune in love and sustain the change. And flourish in love and find your joy. Visit BalboaPress.com and search for Living in the Spirit of Love and enjoy Dr. Farish's new book today.
I'm Judy Satori. I'm a spiritual channel and activator of human potential. You might have heard me speaking on Voice of America on Dr. Jean Farish's show, Love Light, because I've been speaking about the challenges that are besetting all of us right now and how we can surrender but also keep on going. I want to invite you to join my new Facebook group that is devoted to heart-centered connection and unity. Through this Facebook group, you can also join my free access question and answer session with Spirit on the first Wednesday to Thursday of every month. Just search Ascension Community on Facebook to join the group. In this session, I answer questions and transmit energy from Spirit to give you guidance and support. Because life on planet Earth ain't easy right now. And there is so much help from above, from beings of love and light, from multidimensional realities who are actually here with us, wanting to step up and support us. I welcome you to become part of our ongoing group conversation about evolutionary change and how it's affecting us as human beings and affecting our life today. Many blessings to you. You can find out more about me and my work at www.ascensionlibrary.org. Have a wonderful day.
Vicki Winterton and Dr. Jean Marie Farish have compiled a dynamic book, We're All in This Together, Embrace One Another, an anthology with 24 highly diverse co-authors who share how to spread the message of love, resilience, inclusivity, and compassion. This book is an invaluable source of uplifting, inspiring, and positive insights for spreading positivity in the world. We're All in This Together, Embrace One Another is available on Amazon.com. Be sure to get your copy today. Best-selling Authors International news honors best-selling authors around the globe. Dr. Jean Marie Farish is featured in the newly released issue of Published Magazine. To have first access to this treasured resource, go to PublishedMagazine.com.
It's your world. Motivate, change, succeed. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
You are tuned in to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish, Feel free to connect with our program through email or check out our links on Facebook. Reach Jean at Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. That's Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. And now, back to Love Light.
Welcome back to Love Light, living in the spirit of love. And if you're just joining us, we are with our amazing guest, Sameeta Nanjiani. She's joining us today from India, founder of Divine Sparks Angels Foundation, light bearer, conduit of goddess energy, and holistic healer on our show today, self-empowering. Know your deepest truth. And Sameeta, thank you for sharing those tools in the previous segment about journaling, setting intentions, the affirmations, the breath work, to know that we're not alone. We can work with our angels and beings from the angelic realm, but we need to give ourselves time, solitude to connect with ourselves. And Sameeta, we know that, I know for our listeners, many people are hiding from themselves or may have fear facing themselves. Are there any strategies that you can share with our listeners who just don't want to know who they truly are and just kind of in that comfort zone, yet something is tugging to get them to move forward?
Yes. Thank you for that question, Jean. I remembered about it now that when I started this, I also was very scared and I didn't want it to come out of what I was doing. So one day I stood in front of the mirror and I look at myself and I said, is this really I am? I am laughing because people want. I am dressing up the way I dress up because people like that I dress up like this. I'm just standing as if I am just living my life for others, not for me at all.
Mm.
I'm happy that people are shouting at me at work, or if they are stressed out, they are taking all those anger on me. I'm okay with all that. Why? So I'm looking at the mirror and I'm not able to recognize, is this me or I have lost myself somewhere? This is such an important thing that one can do. Just stand in front of the mirror and see yourself. Just stand and don't see your face or how you have done a makeup or what you're wearing. Just see, are you really the person you are? Just say your name and say that, oh, Sameeta, are you really you are? No, you will come to know. I have been living my life, all my life, including childhood, because we live for parents, we live for our brother and sisters, we live for our family, we live for our work people, and we have just losing the time. And then one day we stand in front of the mirror, half of our life is over, and thinking, wow, we have like nothing done. And please do that. This is such a beautiful way of recognizing who you truly are. And you will get there, you will know that it's time. It's time to take that first step.
You know, Sameeta, I had a profound experience. Of course, I wrote about this in my book, Coming Home, because coming home to myself, and I had that mirror experience. When I looked at myself, I was drained, overgiving, people pleasing, and I had lost weight. And I looked at myself. When I looked in the mirror, I'm like, what happened? What happened? I really did. And, you know, I thought about me as a child and the joy. And then I'm like, what happened to this? I mean, why, you know, as I looked in the mirror and I surrendered. And that was when I said, please help me, because I'm lost. And that was the beginning of my transformational journey with all kinds of uplifting experiences that brought me to where I am now. And I must say that that mirror experience is really an opportunity to really look at yourself. And like you say, you're looking at images, a lot of times the labels, you know, how I dress, how I'm supposed to look, how I'm supposed to be. So thank you for sharing that. And we encourage listeners to, you know, do it with gentleness, right?
Yeah. Simple. It's so simple. We just look at mirror every day, actually, to dress up, to do whatever is needed for others. Let us do it for ourselves once and see your purity, the pure that you are. That's it. And just see once at least for yourself, you will realize where you are wrong.
Really look at yourself. Take a good
Really
look.
look at yourself. Yes. Yeah.
And Sameeta, you're going to share your goddess card reading. Can you tell us about the cards that you created? And you're going to pull some cards for us. So take it away.
Yes. So I actually do conduct workshops on what we are talking and to transform your life, and how do we take that first step, and what are the tools in detail that I take and help people in transforming their lives, looking at yourself. And this is what is my work all about, that stand in your power, look at who you are. And in that time, I was channeled the information, because I channel with angels and masters who are my guides and my team. So I got these cards to be created, like an oracle cards, which are like Trinity gods, goddesses, because I connect with goddess energy as a conduit of light. So I was given these messages from the goddesses of different messages had come. It was like the Indian goddess that I'm connected to, and then Egyptian goddesses and the Greek goddesses. So when I got the channel messages, it was just all different messages. But when I wrote down in my diary, it was exactly 33 cards, 33 messages. So then I understood that I have to actually create the card decks for that oracle cards for people to know what are these messages. So that's how my oracle cards are, and it is also available on my website. It is, the details are already given, divinespark.co.in. So I felt today, Jean, that let me take out these three cards for our viewers, or for our people who are listening, and it's such a transforming for me to do that. And these three cards are exactly the message that I want to give to everyone who is hearing. So I just take out these three cards now. And the first one that we are all talking about is from Goddess Athena. And she's saying that your path is defined. Imagine, we're already talking about it, that your path is already defined. So take the step and move forward. Don't look back. And the second card that I got from is Goddess Hathor. And she says, realign your life. And that's the second step. And third step comes from the goddess Durga, that's an Indian goddess. And they say the balance your inner life, which is like masculine and feminine energy will be balanced. So this is like, I'm getting goosebumps when I'm reading this. As we are talking about the deepest truth and we want to know about ourselves, how this is aligned with the oracle card that I'm reading for you all, it is actually an answer, a message from them saying that your path is defined. So it's actually defined, it's already laid out. Just take that step to move on to that path. And the second message is realign your life once you take that step. And the third message comes is then the balance will happen. Your balance is inside. Your masculine energy, your feminine energy that you try to find outside is inside you. It's within you. So you will actually come into the balance once you take the step. So this is such a perfect message for this time. So please take that step. It's such a wonderful message from these goddesses.
That's so empowering to move forward and don't look back. And that's kind of my adage. It's like sometimes you have a tendency to look back and it's like, okay, you're moving forward, stay forward. And I love the messages, and thanks to your team for guiding you to pull those cards, the realignment, to the balance, taking those steps, moving forward, realign, having that balance in your life, integrating the masculine and the feminine aspects of ourselves. And Sameeta, I know you do a lot of workshops and talks. So can you share with listeners about your workshops and things that you do to help people along the way to become more empowered? Share your information with listeners.
Sure, Jean. Thanks. I will share. Most important thing that I feel what I'm doing is that's how I come to know about my purpose is as I got the light that I saw within me when I went to my deepest truth. Today I've been given this work from my team, from the God, from the universe that we call, is to find the light for others. So my workshops that I conduct is based on to find the light for others. So I am also a principal teacher of Diana Cooper School of White Light that is based in UK. And I've been teaching these courses and teachers training to communicate with angels, to channel with archangels and masters, to know who you are, connecting with the ancient civilizations of Atlantis, and also preparing for the golden future, for the golden age that's coming. We all know there's so much shifting happening around us, but so confusions also, so many different people, so many different books coming our way, but we don't know what to do with it. So I align that information and share that knowledge and wisdom in a way that you can understand and then take that step. So that's my big work that is done. And secondly, what I'm doing is I'm also conducting the retreats, the spiritual retreats for the people, which is in Himalayan region that I stay, and it's in Ladakh area, where I take people into different vibrational places, high vibrational places where the frequencies are a little higher. And I organize the meditations there where you can change your understanding, and there can be little a transformational journey for everyone. So it is in Himalayan region. Then I conduct in Egypt, which is every year. And then I'm coming with an upcoming workshop and in this retreat in Rajasthan, which is like northwestern part of India. It is like famous for its ancient temples, which is connected to the elements that we live in, and very, very deep sacred geometry work is done in the temple. So you can actually visit them, activate with the energies of sound and breath that I will do. So it's like I'm going to help in this retreat to activate your energies and understand who you truly are, because these temples are made in such a way that only when you visit, you're able to feel that energy. So even if you're not in the spiritual world or you're not aware of anything, this can help you to restart yourself, to start. So this is like a opening of your world towards your own wisdom, towards your own self. And that's why I've been guided to do these retreats for people, so I can take them in smaller groups. And when they come, I make them do the meditations together. We do a group activations. We enjoy, we have fun, and also help each other to connect with your own self, with your own understanding. That's my work, Jean.
Yes, beautiful. And of course, I've been a part of your, your healing, and of course, been in Ladakh with you, and also Egypt recently. So it's amazing the alignment that takes place. You become, something happens magical. And so, Sameeta, how can the listeners contact you to learn more? And what's your gift as we move toward closing?
My gift is the card reading that I really feel like doing for anyone who can contact me on my website, on Instagram, or by email. I will do a free card reading for maybe your 3 questions can come to me, and I can do the reading for them. And I think they should write love light information on the subject so I can connect. And of course, this is something I really want to give as a gift from my heart to do the reading for anyone who will contact me.
Perfect. And your website again, or email, whatever, as we close out.
It's divinespark.co.in is my website. And my email ID is Sameeta N, it is small n, at gmail.com. And I'm also on Facebook as Sameeta Nanjiani. You can find me there, and also on Instagram. So they can connect me anywhere. And I will be happy to help this.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sameeta. Nicely done. Thank you for being on Love Light, helping us realize and know the truth of who we truly are, and the strategies that you shared are so self-empowering. So invite listeners to tune in on demand, share our show with others, connect with Sameeta to learn more, maybe inquire about those retreats, and take advantage of her free gift offering. Renew your mind, body, and soul with inspiration from my new book, Thoughts for Today, that's available on Amazon and print and ebook formats. Much gratitude to the Voice America team for making this show a reality and for shining their love light around the world. I close with thoughts on level up. Stand in your power, reclaim your divinity, be your best, and live by the higher ideals of life. Falter not and stay the course. Continue to learn, grow, and reach your highest potential. Believe in yourself and infinite possibilities. Be confident and know you have all you need to fulfill your destiny. Look within and develop a healthy relationship with yourself. You have the power to create a life you love and make a difference and serve for the greater good. This is Dr. Jean Marie, your Love Light host, coming to you from the Voice America Empowerment Channel. And until we meet again, remember, an empowered self is a loving self. And keep your love light shining. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to Love Light this week. Be sure to join Dr. Jean Marie Farish again for another program next Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time and noon Eastern Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a wonderful week filled with love, self-worth, and better connections.